Well, good evening there, and welcome to issue number 32. This is all about the Gemini Dragon, and as you can see on the caption prior to this, that will be the dates you have to be to fall into this astrological combination. Well, let's start with the Gemini Dragon as a school child, and as in the early formative years. As we know, and as we've encountered, that the dragon can be quite conflicting, especially with parents and with teachers, and tend to just be so thoroughly independent and that they know best that they're very, very hard to control. But when the Gemini comes into this, comes into the mix, it really makes this one, this combination, a lot more balanced and a lot more eager to listen, and not so anti-authority and not so anti-parents. You can talk to this combination, and as I say, they won't be as difficult. In saying that, there will be classic cases of where if you don't agree with their opinion, then they still will have that combative and edgy part of themselves, but they will be more eager to say fair enough, other people are allowed their opinions too, so they won't be so dogmatic about it. And this will make them a lot easier to teach. It will also make them a lot easier to bring up, and it also sort of allows them to flourish a lot more. I think it's a good combination, because when we get to the college years, which they very well could do, I mean, normally a dragon may go off and make their fortune their way, tending not to think too much about, as I say, establishment stuff. So they think, no, I'll go off, I'll make my cash, and they do. But these could very well go into other educational arenas, universities, colleges, because they see the benefits of maybe getting those bits of paper, which when the dragon gets a little bit older, they think, oh, what's this paper I need, what's this certificate to say that I can do it? I know I can do it. They're forever saying that, but this one, this combination will get these certificates and will do the studies. So that's quite a good ally for the dragon, the Gemini. Really makes it not so headstrong, not so eager to sort of jump into combat, so and a bit more balanced, which I think can only be a good thing. We all know the dragon is the pinnacle, and everybody in the Chinese astrology knows that the dragon is the pinnacle. So, but there are times when they can make enemies for just wanting to sort of rush into an argument or rush into a standoff and things like this, which not everybody will enjoy that around them, especially in the workplace. So this is going to really help this sign. So if we go in through the workplace, naturally skillful, all dragons are. They have fantastic ability of making anything, furniture, anything from scratch, very bespoke stuff. They're very, very good at. And also that are the Gemini's natural keenness for people and for, meeting and greeting. They really could be anything from a gallery owner to, as I say, a store executive. There's a lot of capabilities here, because the Gemini does come in and, as I say, softens the dragon a little bit, and can make them a front of house material. So that's very, very important. As the dragon goes through, and as I've said, a bit in the past, this is a bit unique for the Gemini, where the Gemini is a very, very loyal lover. All the time they're in it, they will give it 110%. Very misunderstood is the Gemini, thinking, oh yeah, it's flirty, and they're, what are they up to, and they lose interest quickly. This is very, contrary to what they actually are. They can be quite airy, they can be quite glib and jokey, and they can say things that may be sort of like sound a bit racy when their partner's around to other people, but it is just their sense of humour. They like everyone to sort of get along. They love company, so to see people smile, and if to get them to smile is a little bit of a joke, a little bit of banter, they will do it because they really enjoy that. The dragon also, with the pendant, for loyalty, very loyal. But as I said, there's still that part of them which is they can walk away. You know, we've talked about the dragon. They can just sever ties and go boom, and they're gone. If they're not getting listened to and respected, and bearing in mind, this Gemini dragon still needs this. Even though they're going to listen to you, they're going to understand, they're going to, you know, help with problems, you know, and they're going to be very, very equal in that sense. But they're still, if they're trying to give you advice and you're going yeah, or whatever, they will just sever it and boom, and they can walk away from children. This combination isn't any different in that sense. You've still got to give it the utmost respect and listen to them. You know, listening to them is a big key for their happiness and also for the generosity that you will receive. It's a very generous combination. Sometimes they've been accused that they may buy their lover, but that's not strictly true because they put them so high up in so high self-esteem. As I say, they put 110% into this. And as you say, as long as you can listen and you can, you know, you can have moments of quietness, and they will pour out their troubles and pour out their plans. As long as you're there for that, you've got no worries. They will be very loyal. You won't have to worry about you know, any extra activities going on behind your back or you know, anything like that. Yes, they will be quite comical and they may say things that may slightly hurt you a little, but there's no malice here. You know, they really have deep feelings, and therefore I think that, you know, they are a very sought after of the dragon family. Very sought after is the Gemini dragon. So when will they settle down? Well, I think they'll settle down as soon as they can. I think they will find that object of their love. You know, they're serious relationship people. You know, if they have severed something, then they've given it a good go. Maybe they may be back to back of some seriously, you know, 3-year relationship, 5-year, 6 years, something like that. But they don't lose faith, and that's the great thing about this combination. They don't lose faith, and when, as I say, they're aroused romantically, the loyalty shines through, and they forget the past. They forget what they've gone through. If they've gone through a bad time, or, you know, it didn't work out, they go, well, forget it. What they can do, which can flummox partners before, they can not have contact with their children, which is quite a serious thing for them, you know. And but this Gemini may soften that and say, hey, I still will keep in touch for the right reasons, and do what I should be doing, do my duty. So let's look at their best matches. Well, the monkey is a fabulous match because we've got entertainment with the monkey, and we've got a great listener as well as a good talker. So, and the monkeys, you know, they can, you know, be great company when you're out together, and they will be a good ally for the dragon. I think it really is the dragon's best match. So if we look for the match of the Aries, the Libran, the Leo, and also we can look at the Aquarius as well, very much there as well. All of those in the dragon for the dragon family, and the monkeys, that's fabulous mixes there. So let's look at those, and also rats. Rats will be the ones who have that little bit of get up and go, and also the loyalty that the dragons will very much appreciate, and they will be very good at accumulating money. The dragon doesn't need any help with that, but the rat will be a good ally in that sense, and they will have quite a luxurious time together. Whereas with the monkey, there may be a lot of travelling involved. With the rat, it'd be a bit more stay at home, but quite luxurious surroundings and saving plenty of cash. So what we have to look for in the rat family, we also have to look for the Aquarian, we have to look for the Aries, we have to look for the Libran, and also the Leo. They're fab. And also because the dragon is the pinnacle sign, and along with the Gemini, they can find decent matches with roosters and also oxen. Not quite as high up as the two before I've mentioned, but they can actually, you know, be decent matches. That's the luxury of being a dragon, see? You know, you have more than a few choices at your disposal. Absolutely no go. Well, as we've said before, the dogs, you can't, you know, it can't mix, it won't mix. The dog is a little bit too serious, and will get a little bit skittish around some of the grand plans that the dragon has. So, not a good match at all. Plus, there may be a bit of toing and froing, and quite an argumentative time they may have. So, if we look at health, one thing with this combination, respiratory trouble can be a problem, but also sciatic nerves is a problem, quite a problem here. So they could be very prone to chest colds, bronchitis. Absolutely, cigarettes is a no-no really for this combination, as you could say for any of them, but this one is not a good one for being a smoker, because respiratory trouble will come along, especially in the colder weather. The dragon Gemini will suffer quite badly there, maybe prone to asthma as well, and also sciatic nerves. Be very careful there. Hips and lower back can be a bit of a problem there. And if we look at the cold weather, so try and get somewhere warm, get in that relationship and try and get somewhere warm, because dragons respond to warmth, and so do the Geminis enjoy it. So hope you've enjoyed this issue. If you are a Gemini dragon, well, I wish you all the best, and good luck in your career.